Okay, we're on the, is this the third floor?
This is the fourth floor.
We are on the fourth floor of what used to be the, uh, the Lumberyards building, Valley Lumber's storage building. And today is like April the 4th, something like that, 2021. You can see this was a fantastic building at one time. We are looking right now to the west, so we're looking out over the addition, the brick addition on the west, and you can see that the roof is collapsed. The only good thing about that is it appears that it is because it collapsed, that the rest of the roof might be salvageable because the water didn't stay on it and come through. So it looks like there is one main beam there that's gone, that would have to be re-put back in. But this is, and this looks out over, we're looking to the north now. We're looking out to the north, and you can see that's Allen Paper Company over there. And you can see here's the building, ornate building. Here's a roof on that on the newest part, which is not bad. Inside it does not look like it's leaked. It looks like it's in pretty good shape. Okay, here we've got there used to be a window here before they put this addition on. You can see all the additions. I'm going to walk in. This was added on. I'm going to walk into the original. The original would have been this section right here. And when we walk in here and we look, again, we're on the fourth floor. I don't know what this is over here, whether this is an elevator shaft at one time, possibly. There's ductwork coming up, probably from an old furnace. There is a stairway going up, up on into what would be probably a cupola on the roof. Then you walked in. I'm not gonna walk up there. Valley Lumber's, that's all paperwork from the lumber yard, from Elma and Fenton and such from 1980s and 1990. But as I look through here, you can see this floor where it didn't get completely damaged. It's not too bad, but as you can see, there's got to be a lot of work in here. But this is, look at this table. Look at this table from back in the day, and you know that table is back from the day back when whatever was originally first manufactured in here, that table was being used. There's a door that goes to the south. That's to the south of the building. That is the north of the building. I'm now looking to the east of the building. I am now looking to the south. And when I bring the camera back around here, you can see we're looking to the west. Now, this floor looks pretty empty. That looks pretty empty in there. Let's go down to the next floor and take a look. Love these old stairways from back in the day. They weren't built for comfort. And I'm sure this is the original. Now, we are on the third floor. This is where all the weight is. This is what's collapsed the floor down below. Now, what is this? I remember being in this building in the 1980, maybe 82, 83. I have no idea why I came through here, but Norm Henry owned it at that time. And I came through here, and all of this that you're looking at, this cedar, and it's for cedar furniture. It's from Taiwan. I found a package slip. And this was all sitting here at that time in 1983. And it's still sitting here, and it's never been taken out. There is some nice, as you can see, wood burning units, when they became real popular in the early 1970s, when people wanted to go back to wood burning, there were all of these companies, and this was a good company. It was called the Heatilator. That is brand new, is still sitting here, and I think it was 1975. We seen a date on that unit. All these units are brand new, never used, and there's quite a few of them here, and they're from like mid 1970s. And back then, these things were probably in $1970, around $400 or $500 back then in that dollars. And they were just left here. But look at this, furniture parts. It's just absolutely amazing. And person I'm with, she says, you're just infatuated or something with this stuff. And I said, I am. It's just, it was sitting here in 1983, and I can still remember that whoever took me through this building, I said, why? Why don't you just get it out of here and sell it? And that was, the floors were good at that time. There was a way to get things up and down. And they probably had big dollars in their eyes on what the stuff was worth. And here it is, sitting today. There's round tops. This is cedar furniture. And this was all made according to a slip of paper. This all came from Taiwan. Now here's something amazing. What do you see there? See a power box? And there's no wire. I'm starting to look around in here. Somebody's been in here and stripped out all the copper wiring. Well, there's some pieces left here, but the main copper, well, there's some knob and tube left, but everything in the circuit breaker box and such is gone. Yeah, now that was the original up there. You can see the original wiring, the knob and tube. But look at this. Look at this cedar. All of these, I mean, it's just cart after, or case or pellet after pellet after pellet of this stuff. And it's all got to go together. And there's a whole floor load here. It's just amazing. This is all cedar, or I believe it is cedar. I believe this is all cedar. It's cedar color anyway, and it came from Taiwan, and it I don't know. I'm going to find out. I'm going to take a piece and do a sample test on it and find out whether this is. It's very light, just like cedar would be. But you can see, yeah, you can smell. Yes, it even smells cedary, if that's a correct term. But all of these parts, and if they can't be put back together for furniture, I can't see why a crafter wouldn't want this stuff. Look. I know. If it was worth anything, Norm would have sold it back in 1985. But I think that he wanted maybe more money than... And here it sits. Now it's collapsing the floor. Look at all this weight. And the water's come in, as you can see, and has dropped the floor. Drop came through, and it's dropped through, and it's collapsed some of the floor. And the only reason this collapsed was, again, there's just so much weight on this. I'm going to take you down to the next floor here. Let's take a look and see what we got here on the next floor. I don't know what this was originally used for. This might have been the furniture company, or this could have been, back in the day, part of the casket works. And this is where they made caskets. I don't know. The casket works building is right next door. This could have been used for that. I'm not sure whether that was or not. I'm going to go down to the next floor now. You see, it's not... It's not trashy. I mean, yes, it's all of this wood that's finally collapsed over the years, but if you take a look, it was maintained, and there was walkways and everything was set up. And there is a hole right there, as you can see, that goes down through. I'm going to kind of walk over this way a little bit. And that drops down to the main floor. As you can see, it goes through the next floor and then down to the main floor. So when the roof leaked here, it just went right through. And because of all that weight, it just kept taking it down floor after floor after floor. But the building, the brick, doesn't look bad. Look at these floor joists across here, don't look bad. The beams don't look bad. The floor where it didn't get water damage is pretty solid. And we're gonna walk down here to floor number 2. Well, it's not really a floor. Number 2 is open. There's walkway for floor. I'm on what would be considered floor number 2 right here. And you can see I'm looking right now. I'm looking to the west. I'm going to swing back around to the north. And look at all that furniture, all that cedar, pallets of it that has come down through the 2 floors, and there it sits, just waiting to be used for something. And I'll come back around to the east wall, take it back around the west wall, or the north wall, I'm sorry, west wall, opens into another area, and then comes back around here to the south area. Now I'm going to take a look in again. I'm going into that western addition that we had been in upstairs, where the roof had completely collapsed, and there it is. But look at the walls. There's sound. Look at these floor joists. Well, you can't very well, but these floor joists, it's only in the areas where the water came in from the roof and took it out, and then gave everything a place for the water to go. As you can see over there, it's more cedar from furniture. And again, that was on the floor, all that weight, and down came the floor. Some of this looks like it had been repaired back in the day. And when I say back in the day, I'm going to say in the last 60 years, because when we look downstairs, you'll see, well, number one, there's floor joists that were put in this area at one time, once before. There's new floor, well, when I say new, modern floor joist material, and there was OSB. So OSB, that had to have been from the maybe 70s to 80s that this was originally fixed, and then the roof went out again, or it was never fixed the first time, and down it came again. All right, we're going to kind of mosey on this way. Okay, again, I'm on the second floor, and we're going to go down to floor number 1, which is concrete floor. I do not find a basement in this place. If there is, I have no idea where it could be. I think it's all concrete floors down here. Not that there couldn't be a basement down below it. But there's some shingles, some shingles left. This, at one time, I remember, was packed with lumber and stuff, and that looks like all the good stuff was taken out. No, look at this. Look at this, more furniture dowels, cedar dowels. Over here, there's a couple Anderson windows, probably from back in the 70s, that are new back then, still sitting, never been put in. You can see how how the floors collapsed. And again, you can see that weight was taken off, how much better it would be. Old desk, that's kind of cool. Old desk from way back in the day, from whenever this building was originally put together. I just noticed on here, I'm gonna go to a wider screen. There we go. I just noticed I could go to a wider screen. So again, here's that wall. This is looking at the west. Here takes us into the back area. There's that lean-to roof that I showed you from up above. That is pretty good shape in there. I don't see water damage. That's a nice spot. This wall, you can see, wall's not bad. Floor joists again. Only where it went. You can see the posters, the steel columns are still here. They seem to be in good shape. And you can see that it was right between these two columns where the beam rotted out, and because of the weight of all that furniture material, it brought her down. There's some doors. Again, 70s, 80s type. But what's really cool is back here, there's a tall, that was a custom door. That door, I don't know if it's a 7.5 or an 8-foot door, but that is one tall steel door. It looks like it's a 3.0. Here, more parts for the furniture sitting here underneath. More parts here. Look at these 2x4s, cedar 2x4s. I have no idea. They're in great shape. I don't know what these could be used for. I might have this one checked too, as well as that one piece of trim. Love this building. And I love buildings, old buildings. The history in here is just amazing. I'm trying to find right now, where, okay, that elevator, that couldn't have been an elevator shaft because I'm not seeing it come down to this floor.
Here's for the heat, probably, right here.
Yeah. Okay, we're back into the what I'm going to call a west lean-to that was added on. This is that steel roof up above. This doesn't look like it's ever leaked. This looks like it's in the best shape. If we come back down underneath, we're looking now to the south again, and there's a collapse from all the way up from that top where I showed you. We went into the addition room, and you could see where it had because of the weight. Well, there it is, and you can see. I'm not going to climb up in there, but you can see it runs all the way to the roof. But look at all of that cedar. I know I keep talking about this cedar, don't I? I just believe that there's, over here there are doors. Slab doors, old doors, 30s, 40s. Well, probably not then, 60s. I'm going to see if I can't turn on a... No, I can't turn the light on. Thought I could just hit and turn the light on, but it's not coming on. Maybe my battery's getting low. But this is that west area, west addition on, that was the brick addition. I'm going to come back around. We're going back to the original. I'm going to come back out through here. Again, I'm looking straight to the east. I got to grab my flashlight I've got sitting over here. Darn, I had a flashlight. I could have turned it on so you could see the doors. I will when we get around on the other side. Okay, so I'm on the north area, and I'm going to turn, and I'm going west in the west area. This is that steel roofed addition part. Well, maybe that's what the furniture is supposed to look like. I don't know. Some of it. You can see that they took some of the planks but that has ironwork with it, and I didn't see any ironwork up top side. Kids walk through here. Now we're going to the way west side, the way west addition. And there's tires back here. There's some stuff back here. Again, there's more cedar. Looks like there was an old furnace system. I don't know when that would have been from, but appears. We're going to go over here. You can see that there's still some old hand carts here from the late 1800s. A lot of garage doors, but the problem is there's no hardware. I looked all over for hardware for these doors, and I couldn't find them. And I don't know what brand these are, so I don't know whether hardware is available yet. It should be, but I don't know. There's a couple steel doors back here. There's some aluminum windows. I don't know what they were for. A room, some more Anderson windows and parts and pieces and screens. Now we are way in the west section here. We're back underneath the brick building. We're in the brick building again. All screens for Anderson windows back from that long day long ago. You take a look at the door lights. The trim's been taken off. So they left the door lights and they scavenged the trim off of it for some reason. As we take a look around here, you can see it's just collapsed and garbage and I won't say garbage, but building debris. Some more old Anderson windows. They were brand new in the day when they were stuck back here and just left. Probably again from 70s, 80s. Some more units. It's a PermaShield casement window. I don't see a date on it. But I just, from what I did see on this stuff, it's pretty much all from 70s to 80s. Plastic grills. Another Anderson window here from back in the day. I don't see a date. Let me see. I don't see a date in between the glass either. Unless that's a single. Oh, here's a paper. But I'm not seeing a year. It's a PermaShield narrow line window. But there's no date. But I just, from what I did see on dates. Now, here's doors. Anderson door unit. But I don't see the frames. I see panels, but I don't see any frames. So there's some aluminum storm door units there. Here's an old Morgan door 3.0 from Birch Run, pre-1990, or I mean pre-2000 anyway. I mean, that is, I would say that's in the 70s also. But that, you know. Oh, a few kitchen cabinets. I just noticed these. They're not any good anymore. You can see moisture's gotten to them, and that's sad. Moisture's gotten to them. Here's a whole bunch of slab doors. Let's see. Oh, I can't tell. I think they're hollow, I think. I think those are hollow core slabs. The bottom's all rotted. Make good shelving, though. Tell you what, you take these doors and you cut them in half, and they make wonderful, wonderful shelving. That's just my take. Oh, and here, look at this. There's a whole bunch. There's a whole bunch over here of more of those fireplaces. There's got to be at least 6 or 7 down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 7, 6 or 7. Here's another one. One's a double flue. That's a big one. These are all heatilators. Mark 123 wood burning. It's got a 20-year written warranty. Well, I wonder if that warranty starts back in 1975 or whether that can start now when it's first put in. But they're brand new. They've never been in, never been installed. Again, you can see all the copper's gone. Somebody's come in, they've ripped out all the copper. Now, this is more parts to the cedar furniture. I have no idea what this is. I looked at some pieces upstairs. It's got a metal slide-in piece, but they're like seat panels or tabletop panels or something. But that's all cedar, and here it is. Over here is ceiling tile, and these ceiling tile look in great shape. They're still sealed. They're still sealed, and they're still sitting here. Acoustotone, it says on there. Armstrong ceiling, number 71 marble A. 40 square foot per container, it says here. And you can see there's a lot of containers. Oh, down here is Armstrong 2525. Quite a lot of that. So this is what we got on the inside of this, and it's a beautiful historical building. Unfortunately, it has it's a catamaran up there. I went up and looked at it earlier. It's I have no idea when it was made, but the last license on it is 1990. So that's been in here since 1990 or whatever. But again, this is I'm going to take a quick look at the outside here while I'm just running the camera. Oh, look at these. Here's some more doors from Morgan. Red oak, 6 3/4 jamb. Again, so that would have been for somebody, for some job that didn't go out to. A nice $100 Velux roof vent, unfortunately, probably 25 or 30 years old. I'm going to kind of go back over this way here and see what we've got over here. You find something?
The stuff on that cart.
Oh, let's see what's on this cart before we go outside. Ho ho! Oh, there's some nice doors.
French doors.
Don't see a frame. What brand? I don't see a brand. Is it Anderson or?
Yes, Anderson.
Oh, okay. Again, Anderson door panels. Oh, shoot! This is pretty new. 07. So this is only like this is 2021. That's only like 15-year-old panels, but there they are sitting there, brand new.
2 by 6 by 6.
Yeah, but the only problem is again, there's no frame. You'd have to build your own frame, which is probably not a problem for a builder.
Everybody knows what they're doing.
Yep, and if they're building their own, say their own home, their cottage or something, and you don't have to worry about a customer minding that it's a 15-year-old date on the door, even though it's brand new, it's never been used.
I don't even know what those are.
Yeah, there's some risers over here. I have no idea what these risers are, but there's a couple sets of risers. Few umbrellas. I don't know how old those are. I don't think those are.
These are what resale.
Those are okay. So those aren't original from
But those
back in the day. Pardon? There is something original back.
right here. We don't know that. Talking about this.
Oh, look at this.
Look. Vintage.
Yeah, vintage.
Still in plastic. Those
Yeah, still in plastic. They're if you take a look at those, they were for a lounge. So those old, I bet you that these probably would fit an old Woodard lounge type chair. But those are vintage. Oh my gosh, those are straight vintage. Nice. I'm gonna step outside here. We've seen everything about inside.
and then the boat on top.
Yeah, I talked about the boat. 1990, or was the last time it had a license on it, catamaran. I didn't see a brand name on it, sorry. Paintball guns, love paintball. Now we're outside. This is what the building looks on. We are on the absolute west side of the building. And here's something out here. Somebody had made and this is great for a roofer that wants to have their own roof machine to put shingles up on one story. Someone built this. It's homemade. I think the lumberyard, yep, Valley Lumber used this. They built this back in the day when they would put shingles up on a roof. And you can see, you probably have to change out the motor and such, but there it is. Mount that on a pickup truck, and that's how, I'm sure that's how that, well, probably was on a lumberyard truck, and then they could run it right on up. Back doors. Now, see, there's that metal lean-to, I called it. It's in pretty good shape. I have no idea how age of that, but it's in pretty good shape. Here's that back of the brick building on the west side. I'm gonna kind of walk around here. Oh, looks like a nice. It is nice hedge cutter. Coming around. All right, there's the south side of the building. Leaning a little bit on the one wall in the center, but I think that's where the ceiling, the roof caved, and that'll spring back out, I'm sure. I'm gonna go up along the other side of this lean-to. Now, did the motorhome come here too?
Yeah, it was here. She wants to get rid of that too.
There's a motorhome sitting here that was here. I don't know what year that is.
There's some stuff inside it.
Oh, there's stuff stored inside.
Well, that's how it is.
Yeah, yeah. An Apollo. What year? Model 25, 1971. The 1970s is a good theme here on things that we're finding. A lot of things 1970s. Some brick. Now the bike's not go with it. This is my bike. Drop off the 2x4 and cedar so I can get it checked out. See what the quality is. Oh, we got a nice dog next door. That's always nice to have a dog next door that's really nice like that. I'm going to come up alongside. This is that steel side, that steel lean-to addition on here. And again, no date on it. Very simply could be, again, 70s, since so much stuff is here 70s. There's the brick building. This is where the floors collapsed up here from that one roof, from the one roof leak. But you can see, yeah, it needs some tuck, some pointing windows. Yeah, it needs some tuck work. But, and I know I'm going kind of fast, but this can always be stopped or slowed down. And here we are, the east end, the east side. That's the casket works next door, and there's Valley Lumber, and here's Valley Lumber's building. And that down there, what we're looking at, is Woodard Station. That used to be just like this building that we just looked at, but it's all high-end apartments and condos now. I just kind of walk down here. Something that amazes me as I'm looking here, I'm not finding a fancy front door. So what I am wondering, if this is an auxiliary building that went with the casket works. And so this would have been a casket works building, because there's no fancy front door like you see down here. All there is a side door, but there's nothing in between the buildings. So yeah, that's something I'm gonna look into and find out what the history of this is. And see, there's the door. There's a door right there. This is the only door that I'm finding on this building right now, besides the back doors. But look at this. Look at that brick. How beautiful this is. Yeah, just water damage. Needs tucking. Needs a new roof. Needs the walls need to be tucked. But just look at the quality that was put into this building when it was first built. I love it. I don't know what the name of this building is. In fact, I think I was told that there was a name for this. Let me ask. Let me come back around this way. We're looking up towards north M21 now, and there's the YMCA coming in between. What did you say the name of this building was? The old what? Woodard. Okay, so this... Okay, well, there's an overhead door over here on the old brick part. Yeah, it's an old overhead. Now, maybe, who knows, back in the day, there might have been an entry door here, a double entry door or something. But pretty amazing. It just needs someone to come in, take good care of it, give it some loving touch up, and that could make a beautiful, beautiful housing. I know someone right now, as they're asking me, okay, Tom, how big is this? Well,
36,000 square feet.
It's 36,000 square feet, I'm told the whole thing is. But let's just kind of take a look at what this area is, that this original brick is. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 36, 39, 42, 45. Come out to about 48 feet. So about 48 feet wide. I'm not going to pace that off. That can be picked up out of off the paperwork, but there it is. Where is this? This is on South Elm Street. It's on South Elm Street that runs from M21 that down to the Woodard Station. So we're going to find out the age of this building and what it was originally used for. And we do know that for the last, since the 70s, this was belonged by Valley Lumber. And now it's got a new owner. So that's what we're in here doing we're doing a historical tour today of this building. It's very important to do a historical tour and documentation of buildings today. So if anything ever happens, you've got what was here, how it was, and you just take a look. Craftsmanship. Look at that. Double wall. You can see their floor joists came right through, right there. All right, Tom Anke. And it's a nice old building. Have a great day.